Greetings, fellow speculators. There's a little prospect generation company I've been watching that's now called Alainza Resources. It's the merger of two former companies, one Estrella Gold and one Tarsus. And they put them together. And now I was just looking at their website. It's the old Tarsus website. And they made a new website, Alainza Minerals, their new logo and pictures and layout. And they've got a corporate presentation. So I like to look at companies' presentations and see if I can understand what they're trying to say and see what their sales pitch is. So if you bear with me, I'd like to go through this one. It's Alainza Minerals. It's the old Tarsus and Estrella Gold. Alliance is a Spanish word meaning alliance. Its new name reflects a focus on the Americas, and they want to take projects and alliance them with others that can make them happen. Their goal is to discover economic minerals following the prospect generator model. How are they going to do it? They've got people, partners, projects, and the market stinks right now, so they want to reduce reliance on the market. They have to. You can't focus on printing shares all the time to test your theories. You got to go get people that know better, that have money, usually the major industry players that are producing mines like you're trying to find. You get them with their expertise to believe in your project and put up their money to test your theories to prove that project up or disqualify it and move on to the next. By doing that, I think you also concentrate, or just by the virtue of how hard it is to pull those deals off, concentrates capital into the highest propensity for success projects, increases your odds. The deal structure, it's a one Estrella for one Tarsus. They rolled back the shares 10 for 1. So if you own shares and you're looking at the new price, no, it didn't go up tenfold. It's a 10 for 1 rollback. They did a $2 million financing. And so here's numbers of shares outstanding after the consolidation. It's 10 million something shares, and after the financing is 14 million something shares. You've got Mark Brown name behind numerous different companies in the Canadian space. Jason Weber was the old Rimfire, changed to Kiska, moved over to Estrella Gold, and merging Estrella with Tarsus. Now the president running this company. Mark Bleeth, Chief Operating Officer. Winnie Wong, you see her name in different public companies. And I don't know the other guys personally. Jason Weber I know the best out of this crowd. Over 20 years experience in mineral exploration, project, corporate development, marketing, financing junior companies. It says he's the old president of Kiska Metals, and he worked on that Whistler project in Alaska and moving that one forward and doing joint venture deals on other projects, and basically coming out of the camp of Rimfire Minerals, the old Rimfire. If you remember Rimfire, he's part of that crowd. Let's move on. Mark Brown is a promoter of this and financier of the project. Adrian Fleming is a geologist. I don't know these guys. I'm going to skip them. They can present themselves better someday. These projects are in the Yukon, Nevada, Mexico, and Peru. They're along the Pacific coast where they have some of the same kinds of geology and ideas. So that's what they're focusing in on. That's the combination of projects from these two companies. One of the main projects is in Peru, the Ionic Copper Project, and it's a large area of copper molybdenum mineralization alteration, and Estrella was going hard on this thing, and they have a deal with Cliffs, and Cliffs is targeting copper deposits in Peru, so they're working on it with Cliffs. They've done $1.6 million funded by Cliffs on this project, including not just this project, but coming up with a project and going after it in the area and things. They've got drill targets identified, and they think the next thing to do is to drill it. So here's some more information from the Ionic property in Peru, getting more detailed and technical information. Here's some geochemistry of the project. There's another one of their projects in Nevada they're talking about. It's a picture of it with a helicopter. I don't know why you really need a helicopter in Nevada. You should be able to drive up to most of this stuff, but they got a helicopter. San Pedro, Mexico. Talking about the project there, and they had drilling in 2006. Intersected 60 meters of 0.3 grams a ton gold, and so a little bit of gold and silver, and one of 6 holes. Frontier was paying for that. So maybe they can learn from that and sign up a new partner. There's another project in Peru. It's epithermal gold-silver mineralizations, a color anomaly, and again, looking for some partners. Here's some technical details of that project, the color anomaly. Here's the area of veins that they're looking at, and they hope they could turn into something. Here's a peer group. Reservoir Minerals at the top, the largest market cap, and they're finding Serbia, Eurasian Minerals, all kinds of royalties. Laura is also working in Peru. Riverside, mostly in Mexico. Vrupa and the other side of the Atlantic, Portugal, Kosovo, Germany. Mill Rock, Alaska and Mexico. Kiska, mostly Alaska. Evram, mostly in Mexico. They just added some projects in Arizona too. Condor Resources, I don't know that one. I think that's the only one on our on ProsperousAdventure.com that I'm not following. I'm gonna look them up next. Orion Resources, Australian one. It's an interesting one too. So that's who they think their peer group is. These other prospect generators going after the same kinds of projects. They're claiming they're prospect generator of the Americas, focused on North and South America, Nevada, Peru, Mexico, and the Yukon. Well capitalized and positioned to take advantage of new opportunities. Management well versed in the prospect generator business model. Team with great depth and ability to leverage their technical and business expertise. They got a stronger pipeline of projects, increased activity and news flow by putting the two companies together. I assume they're saying tight share structure, 18.8 million shares after the transaction of financing it, rolling the shares back and basically wiping the slate clean, starting over with a new name and new image. So we'll see how they can go from here. Opportunity just around the corner. I just tried calling Jason Weber because I know him the best, and that extension isn't even set up yet. So it's really new. I think they're really setting up the office and getting it all going, and their new setup. So should call the other guys, but I know Jason the best, and I'll keep trying to get a hold of him, get some more details, and see what there is to speculate on Alainza Minerals going forward. I'll keep following the story. If you're interested in more updates, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as go to Alainza Minerals website and subscribe for their updates there. This should be an interesting one. I think it's coming together, and one I'll be watching. So hope you're willing to subscribe. Thanks for listening.